Hi everyone, Kaylin here, coming to you from the high desert of Southern California. For Lesson 2, Week 2, the topic I have chosen is how to prepare a project in your DAW. The DAW that I'm going to use for this lesson is Ableton Live 9. The first and most important part of this process is the organization. This will be vital, especially if you have a large project with many tracks. It's also important if you will be sharing your project folder with a colleague or a friend. Project name and location. Be sure to pick a location that you will be able to find your project file. You will want to give your project a distinct name that will describe it. This will help down the line if you are going to go back to your folder to make changes months or even years later. Your project file will contain all the assets for that particular project. Your project file will help you keep all your ideas and files organized. The organization will also be appreciated by anyone that you need to share this folder with, not to mention when and if you need to access this project in the future when your memory of file locations are not as fresh in your mind. Be sure to name all your tracks too before recording. Each take you make, your recording will have the name of the track followed by a number of the take. Digital audio preferences. CD standard is 44,100 Hz sample rate or 44.1 kHz with a depth of 16 bits. HD standard is 48 kHz with a depth of 24 bits. For the highest quality of recording, record at 48 kHz sample rate with a 24-bit depth. Be sure to set your digital audio preferences before you start to record in your DAW. Recording file types. The best file types for recording are uncompressed files. They are lossless files and they give you the highest quality. In your DAW, set for your recording file type as broadcast wave if available. If not, choose WAV or AIFF. Also, if you have the option, make sure that you check on to record interleaved. This puts both channels right and left on the same track. Deinterleaved files are created with the left channel on one track and the right channel on another, so be sure to check interleaved if possible. Hardware settings. Make sure your DAW is configured to work with your audio interface. If these settings are not set, your DAW will not know where to find your audio interface's inputs and outputs. Buffer size. The smaller the buffer size, the less latency or delay you will have. Larger buffer sizes are helpful for the computer to run more efficiently when using many plugins, instruments, or synths. During tracking or the recording phase of the project, a low buffer size of 128 is a good place to start. For post-production, you can raise the buffer size to 1024 if you need to for better computer performance. Conclusion. Preparing ahead by putting thought into your file structure and making sure that all of your settings are set up before you start your tracking session will help you immensely as you continue on to the post-production stage of editing, mixing, and the final product. Thank you so much for your time in watching and giving me any feedback that you can that will help me to improve. Thanks again. Until next time, bye-bye.